first thing I had to ask you about is, normally when you see guys who hit movie star status, you've pretty much seen the end of their evolution. But with you, we've seen your career grow. You continue to get better and develop. Last year, we see In the Debt, which you just gave a brilliant performance. You bring another great performance in Man on the Ledge, a very different kind of movie. What do you attribute your ability to keep growing and keep evolving as an actor to?
The responsibility I have to an audience. That's my job. My job doesn't exist unless audiences go and see the films I'm in. So the more I believe they want to go see films, the more I demand of myself to give them something that is better than the first time they saw you. So the harder you work, the more that they'll go and see your movie, hopefully. That's why I work so hard, because I want to give them their money's worth.
Now, last night I'm watching the film, and I couldn't help but think several times through shots, coming from a visual effects background, I wonder which one of these shots are him actually standing out on something, how many of these are green screen? And I was told, no, that's actually him. A lot of that is just him on the ledge. Of the time, What were you thinking? And why did that? How did they get you to do that?
Why did I sign up? It's dumb. I think that was part of the appeal. Was I knew I was going to have to be out there, and Lorenzo's the type of producer who, his movies are so big and epic, and he wants that authenticity. With Transformers, he had guys with the wingsuits flying off the building.
Right.
And the explosions were blowing up, and he said to me, we're going to put you 200 feet in the air. And that was an appeal, and I thought, well, why not? I'm never going to get to do that in normal life, so might as well do it for my job. That and the car chase and things like that. It's a lot of fun to go to work.
Now, one of the things that I really appreciate about the film is that, obviously from yourself, but also this whole group of characters around you, nobody's really what they seem. Because you think at first, okay, here's this stereotypical character, here's this stereotypical, and it's not that way at all. Talk about the cast that you got to work with.
I think the characters themselves are archetypes, but they all kind of unravel on themselves. I think that's the premise of the movie is very simple. It's a man on the ledge. How did he get there? How's he getting off? It's not that hard. So therefore, the complexities of the characters you get to play a lot more in order to make this simple story work. And I think when you're working with the likes of like Ed Harris, for goodness sake, and Anthony Mackie and Elizabeth Banks, there's a caliber of actor there that raises my game and actually can raise the material. So.
One of the things too that really struck me as I'm watching this is that it works great as a heist film. I mean, it really does, and I'm a sucker for those. Why do you think audiences are attracted so much to these types of movies?
I think because we envision ourselves in that position. If you look at movies like Negotiator and Phone Booth, which this is a lot like, they're about a desperate man in a desperate situation, and it's his Alamo, it's his last stand. And we think if we'd been hard done by, would I go to that extreme myself, and what would I go to push myself into those limits to gain my innocence? And then the other side of it, the heist things, well, that kind of criminal aspect's a lot of fun. And in this one, it's a lot of a fun heist. I call it the mini Mission Impossible kind of thing. It's with Jamie and Genesis. And we think of ourselves, would we have the guts to do that? Be it stand on the ledge or help someone out, like by robbing a diamond to help to save your brother.